stick close to his word and remain no part of this world with love in every little thing we do. Show love as we spread the good news and give the love of the brotherhood. Though we stand out as different in Jehovah, we are one.
Hi, I'm Linda.
I'm Ed, the Dream Team.
We're coming to you today to talk a little bit about COVID-19 that we're experiencing. You know, first of all, we want to give our condolences to all the victims of, as well as their families. That has to be devastating. So you're in our prayers, and we know that things will get better soon.
Absolutely. In the meantime, we just need to stay positive and safe.
So some people have asked the question, during this time period, how are we working real estate?
Yeah. And that's a good question because this is serious. It's very serious.
Yeah.
But the key is that we want to work safely. We still need to work, still need to eat and pay bills.
Yeah.
So you just have to use different tools to do that.
Yeah.
And that's what we want to talk to you about.
Exactly. And the primary thing is to safeguard your health and life, because it is a life or death matter. So it's serious. It's nothing to sneeze at, you know. But the one thing that the ban does not prohibit is working.
Yes.
You know, there are some people that still have to go to work, and we're among those people, you know, unfortunately. So since that is the case, we have to figure out how to do this in this environment and yet maintain a healthy, life-saving environment.
Absolutely. Well, something that we already was doing was utilizing the internet, using our tools that we have. Now we have to rely on it even more so. For example, when it comes to 3D imaging or when it comes to virtual tours, those are things that we implement. We may have our clients go and drive by the home. And if they want to see it, then we can get them in that property. And when we do that, we have different things that we like to utilize, you know, hand sanitizer, wear our gloves. Those are some safety tips that we like to keep in mind.
Yeah, we keep our gloves on at all times, you know, so that sometimes you may touch a doorknob or something that you're not thinking of, but if you have your gloves on, then that's going to prevent you from, you know, from touching it with your skin to surface touch. So, you know, if you have to go out and show a home, then wear your gloves. But most of the time we're doing this by, as he mentioned, virtually. You know, we can show a home. We you know, all our paperwork is done virtually anyway. Sometimes they just want to go out and make sure that this house is what it looks like it is, you know. So once they do that and they decide that, yes, that's what I want, then we do everything virtually anyway. So, you know, I would encourage some agents that have been hesitant, or, you know, other investors that have been hesitant about using, you know, virtual tools. Now's the time to learn. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And if you don't know, I'm sure there's a young person in your midst that will be happy to show you how to use those tools. We are so thankful for our nieces, nephews, young friends. Oh my goodness, they know more about our virtual things sometimes than we do. So we're thankful. They've taught us a lot.
And so a well-informed agent is going to know those things. And that's something that we're learning as we go, and something that we've been able to really utilize and be able to sell homes because of having these tools.
Absolutely.
Now the question comes up, is the market affected by this pandemic? The answer is yes, but not necessarily negatively. It's a time to buy. And I tell you, depending on where you're at, I know here in Indiana, we cannot keep houses basically on the shelf, so to speak. I mean, we go and show homes, and as a result, there's other bidders. In the last 2 weeks, we had 2 bids, and somebody else was bidding on those homes. So houses are moving. And so that's something, that really keeps us, keep you busy.
Yeah, it does. And and it's a good thing. It keeps you
Yes.
on your toes, let me tell you. Once they hit the market, you have to have a ready, willing buyer, and they have to be prepped for this. So they
Yes.
have to understand, if you want this house, you can't be playing around. You have
Right.
to really be ready to make the highest and best bid that you can make.
Yeah.
And so they may not take you seriously the first time and they miss a bid. Oh,
Yeah.
second time they'll be ready and they will
Oh, yeah.
understand that this is that kind of market. So that's what we're seeing in our market.
Yeah.
And also in the IN Temp property management, what they have bought out is that in the Chicago market,
Mm-hmm.
the Virginia market, also I think it was Boston market,
Yes.
they're seeing upsurges in sales. I mean, that means there's an increase
Right.
in the sales volume. So, are we being affected by the COVID-19? Sure, but it's not all negative, So keep that in mind so that you too can, remain positive during this time period.
Absolutely. And just like you were saying, it used to be that you find a house and maybe that house at 150,000. You say, well, I'm gonna make a bid on it for maybe 140, 145. Now we're giving people their asking price and then some sometimes,
Yeah.
because there's other bidders out there.
Yeah.
So the market is moving, and so don't hold back. Now is a good time to buy. The houses are out there. You just have to utilize them and get you an agent that's willing to work, and and just get down to the nitty gritty and work hard for you.
And as investors, wow, I mean, it's really, it's amazing what you can do, right now in this market, because there are some sellers that are saying, you know what, I don't want to hold on to this, I just want to let this go. And so we've been able to, as investors, pick up some really decent properties, during this time period. So we have positive things that we've been seeing, so
Oh, yes.
so we encourage you to keep working it, just work it.
Absolutely. And it used to be you will be a little apprehensive about buying a house and turn around and flip it because you wondered how long would it sit on the market. Not now. I mean, if it's priced right. Remember, location and price, those are the two main items or main things that you look at. That house will move.
And if for some reason it's not, it's one of those two things.
Absolutely.
It's either the location or it's the price.
Yes.
So take a look at, if you have any inventory, which we don't have any inventory sitting. If you have some sitting, check those two things: location or price. It has to be priced right. If it's in a nice area and it needs some work, then you need to take a look at the price.
Absolutely. And something that we like to do is what we call a 1 week review. I mean, after 1 week, we get no bites, no interest, or we like to go back into that and say, okay, what do we need to do? What do we need to critique? Because there's a reason why this property is not moving in this market.
Exactly.
And hopefully, they'll listen to you because we know the market.
Exactly.
And right now is not the time to sit on property. There's no need to, because houses are truly, truly moving.
Yes, they are. Well, we appreciate being with you today.
Absolutely.
And we pray that you and your families will continue to be safe, be positive, and we'll see you soon.